Did someone just predict all these Smash Bros. Ultimate Fighters Pass 2 characters? Let's talk about this artwork.
Block content.
What's happening, my Block buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. And boy, do we have something really incredible to break down. A lot of you guys have sent me this image. It's totally crazy. I really want to dive into it because nothing like this has ever happened in the world of leaks and rumors within Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, especially with this Fighters Pass. It's quite insane. So a really quick breakdown for you guys before I dive into everything. It's essentially just someone posted artwork a lot of months in advance about different characters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and essentially just saying this is Fighters Pass Volume 2, right? And possibly it just being a joke or something like that this person made up and being like, these are the characters that I kind of want to see, and it's actually a quite nice piece of artwork. But then all the characters here, at least like 3 of the characters here that we already know, are characters that are in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate right now. Especially with Sephiroth being there, I thought that this was totally insanely crazy because, of course, no leaks were talking about Sephiroth. No one was actually rumoring the character. There were no articles about it. There were no huge text leaks that even mentioned Sephiroth. There were just a few of them, and we discussed them yesterday and the day before, but nothing like this. So that is totally insane, and I'm going to dive right into what this could mean for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but also it features a character that I've wanted to, appear in the game for a very long time, and that is Princess Zelda, but specifically Princess Zelda from Breath of the Wild, and maybe even Breath of the Wild 2 specifically. So I wanted to take the time and talk all about that because that, of course, ties directly into that piece of artwork. Now, I've also been answering many of you guys' questions about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and new fighters in our show Question Block, where I answer your questions. What do I think of your favorite game? How do you start making YouTube content yourself? Whatever you can think of, send your question through to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, and I will answer your question live on the show in our next Question Blocked episode. Okay, so I wanted to dive right into this post and actually also give credit where credit is due, because this is actually quite amazing. So, posted on October 1st, 2020. Yes, think about that fact. That is actually really incredible. It actually says at Storm Yorha. So the user is at Storm Yorha on Twitter, and it says Fighters Pass Volume 2. And this artwork then includes all of these different characters. Yes, it includes the first one of the pass, which is Min Min from ARMS, really awesomely drawn, and of course Min Min was already in the game. Then it also includes Steve from Minecraft in the background of that image. And then it shows some other characters, right? It shows Sephiroth right there on the left. It shows Crash Bandicoot, also really awesomely drawn, down below on the left there, and down there in the corner it's both 2B and Dante from Devil May Cry. So a lot of really interesting characters put together. This would definitely be a really amazing Fighters Pass, just because the breadth of all those characters is very diverse to me, right? I mean, it'd be 2 female characters with Min Min and 2B, which in the first Fighters Pass we didn't really get, if you don't count, of course, female Byleth, and then Kazooie being a part of Banjo and Kazooie. And yeah, now we have, of course, Steve and Alex, so that sort of fits that same bill, but we would then have Min Min and even Princess Zelda and 2B, so that would even be more incredible than that. And what I think is very special about this is that, yeah, I mean, it's an interesting choice to have these characters. There are a couple of these that are actually rumored for a very long time. I don't even have to mention that Crash Bandicoot has been in a lot of leaks because, of course, we've been talking about that the past couple of months. That's been insane. But, of course, also Dante is a character, of course, the voice actor for V has also already said, yeah, I mean, Dante being in 2 of the biggest crossovers, right? Marvel vs. Capcom and Smash Bros. 2. That's really exciting. And of course, the character isn't in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Well, isn't in Smash yet. This could also be another hint to the character actually coming. So, well, what I really wanted to say with this is, either this person knows a little bit more, which I don't think is very likely. This could just be a very, very lucky guess, which I think is very incredible. If this is just a lucky guess, I mean, that's super well done, and that is the most likely here. I just think it is really awesome because these predictions are very realistic. These are characters that I could see appearing in the game. Now, if my girl Kira actually gets to voice 2B in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, I'll be so darn happy for her because I actually talked to her in person about this very specific thing. And yeah, she was very excited for that possibility in the future. Of course, very, very likely that that wasn't really transpiring at that moment. And seeing Dante in here also is a thing of beauty because, of course, that character has been rumored for Smash Bros. For a very long time. With Bayonetta in the game, it would only make sense. That play style is sort of already represented, but could also have a very unique style. And yes, the other characters here, especially with the Breath of the Wild Zelda, would also be very welcome in Smash Brothers in terms of a moveset, right? I mean, especially now that we have Age of Calamity, we could just see that moveset for Zelda in there. Now, of course, you might be saying we already have Princess Zelda in the game, but yeah, we have about 3 versions of Links, right? With Link from Breath of the Wild, then of course Young Link from essentially Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, and then Toon Link from Wind Waker and those games. So I think that there is definitely place for another Zelda, especially because the other Zelda is, the like mage and uses all those kinds of attacks that we've come familiar with during Super Smash Bros. Melee and onward, and this Zelda could definitely use a lot of that moveset with all those different runes from the Age of Calamity game. So there is diversity here between those two characters. I would love to actually see that happening. So there is so much to break down with this piece of artwork just because these characters have been rumored for the longest time. I think it would just make sense to have these in the game. I think that it is also a very cool, diverse cast of characters. Well, if you think about it in these terms, right? Min Min is sort of a very unique play style with those arms and using the A and B buttons to control the arms specifically. And then we have a character like Steve from Minecraft, who visually is very different than any other character in Smash Brothers, perfectly ported out of his game, sort of different animations than a lot of characters has, but also a lot of polish within the world that it brings to Smash Brothers Ultimate, right? It is a very good representation of that franchise as well. Now, of course, a couple of days ago, we found out that Sephiroth is the next character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and he's also been translated very faithfully, but of course, yeah, that character is very much close to Cloud in the way that it's just, being changed around to work a little bit better from a Smash Brothers perspective, other than something like Dissidia or a role-playing game, right, where you attack in order. So yeah, that would make sense to me as well. And with the next characters, then, maybe we'll go down the line and say that Crash Bandicoot would be next, right? A Western rep would also make sense and would be a character that is not yet represented like a big mascot character, also very much tied to Sony. That moveset could make total sense in Smash Brothers. Then moving on down the line with Dante. Dante also, to me, fits in perfectly with Smash Brothers. That humor of the character that we already see like in the story mode of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, stuff like that, I think would also fit very well with these CG cutscenes. We broke down a lot of those trailer details, that people had with these leaks and rumors about Dante that I think would really fit in well with Smash Bros. Ultimate. And I could see the character actually having some banter with Bayonetta as well. Now, 2B, I think is very interesting because, of course, in this artwork, it's like a question mark, like, is this going to happen? I think that it would be really cool because 2B, of course, would also have a very menacing moveset, right? Would be a very different female character than any of the female characters that we've had. And, of course, also another android type character. So could potentially be a heavy fighter. And I think that with this fighter's pass, of course, having Min Min, I think that that would be really cool, right? To kind of have that reflection of that too. I can see those two characters really brawl it out. And then the final one being Zelda. I already talked about it. Like, it would make sense to have 2 different Zeldas. That wouldn't be too weird, especially because it's the Legend of Zelda. It wouldn't be too strange to have 3 Links and 2 Zeldas. That is not outside of the realm of possibilities. So I'm generally really curious what you guys think of this artwork and all the news of today. Let me know in the comments down below. If you comment down below, that could actually be featured and read out loud in our next video. And today's comment question is, do you think that this artwork will end up actually being the real thing? I mean, that would just be incredible. And as for a previous comment question winner, our answer comes to us from our user, Mr. Howell, saying, I probably won't main Sephiroth. I'm still debating with myself over whether or not to buy him. it still seems strange to me that he made it in. Hopefully he doesn't come with a Sora me costume. It would be too cruel and odd to do so, as I imagine Disney wouldn't agree to anything less than a playable character. Still hoping that Sora can get in later this pass as a Disney rep. Hashtag Sora vs Sephiroth 2021. Well, Mr. Howell, thank you so much for your comment. I really hope that this doesn't deconfirm Sora or Gino, but I kind of have the feeling that it sort of does. What I do hold on to is that Sakurai knows how very important Gino is to players and that he hasn't already revealed the costume or anything like that. I think that there has to be a reason for that, so maybe we get something special, maybe we get a character. I hope that any of that is actually true. Now, thank you guys so much for sending in all your comments. These are always so much fun to read through, and of course a huge shout out to our latest Patreon supporters, that you guys are supporting this channel in a time in the world that's so crazy. My country has gone on full lockdown today, which, you know, just makes you appreciate all the people that are supporting the arts and people creating daily videos. So thank you guys so much. It really means a lot. So if you want to support me, please donate anything to patreon.com/blockedcontent, because I have a bunch of incredible rewards there and they're waiting for you. And remember, if you're not yet a member of the Blocked Content family yet, hit subscribe now, smash that like button, and ring the bell for notifications, and all the news and fun you care about will be delivered on the daily to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around the corner where there's always more Blocked Content. See ya!